Good morning, students. This is the revision video of the chapter Political Parties. And in this video, we'll try to do quick revision of the entire chapter. So let us start with the meaning or definition of political parties. So, what is the definition? What is the meaning? The meaning is very simple. A group of persons, they will contest the election to gain power in terms of politics, or the group of people who are going to raise the issue of ordinary public by coming into political power. So these people, this group of people are termed as political party. Now, come to the elements. What are the basic elements of any political party? So there are three different elements of any political party. First one is leader. Every political party is having one leader. After that, active members are there. And at last, followers. So, the three important elements are there. And these elements are very, very important. Without these elements, we cannot expect the existence of political party. Now, after that, functions. That is the most important topic of this entire chapter. Here, 7 different functions have been mentioned, like role of political party as a government, role of political party as opposition party, role of political party in formulating the policies, role of political party in the formation of rules, regulations. Similarly, role of political party in order to bridge the gap between the different segments of society, or to act as a mechanism to provide basic facilities through various government programs to the ordinary public. So, political parties are going to play multifarious functions, and these all functions are very, very important, and these functions revolve around all the political parties. Now, come to the political system. This is the very important topic that we discussed, and let us revise again. Let us revise what we discussed in the political system. So, in the political system, we discussed that all over the world, the three different political system is there. Uniparty system or single party system, bi-party system or dual party system, and last one is multi-party system. So here in the political system, three different political systems are practiced all over the world. Then the question may arise, which is the best suitable form for India? Then we can easily tell that India witnessed all these three important systems. India is a country that witnessed all these three systems. When we got independence, more or less uniparty system was there. Only one single party was there, only one party was there. There was a domination of the single party in central as well as state. After that, bi-party system, when one more party came to challenge it, Janata government came to challenge the Congress government, and here now the political parties or the political system became bipolar. Two different poles were there, and now the power that was concentrated in only one hand or only one political party, it was transferred to other one. Now thereafter, after 90s, we saw the coalition form of government, and after that we saw mushrooming of different political parties at the regional level. So why the mushrooming took place? Why? Because the central party or the national party was not going to play its important role. Over the time it became weak, or it gave chance for the development of other regional political parties. So now we can easily see that in India, multi-party system is present, and various political parties are in existence, and they are equally important. They are equally important for voters. And voters are going to give the vote as per their choice, as per their preference. So we can tell that every party system is having its own merits and demerits. It is having its own merits, it is having its own demerits. But so far as system or political system of India is concerned, in India at present, multi-party system is going on well. Now, after that, we discuss the national political parties and we discuss the criteria also for becoming any political party or state party or regional party as a national party. And here we discussed 8 different national parties are there. As of now, in 2020, 8 political parties are there. And we discussed it in detail also with their ideology. We discussed the national political parties like Indian National Congress, BJP, CPI, CPIM, BSP. Thereafter, we discussed about Trinamool Congress and National People's Party. So we discussed that 8 different political parties are there. One more political party was there, NCP, that was Nationalist Congress Party. So we discussed here that national political parties are going to play its role in national politics. Their members or their activists are going to play their major role or important role in the central politics or at the central level political system. Now after that, we discuss the challenges to the political party. It is very important to understand that every political party is having its own merits and demerits. But if we are going to count the demerits, it is more in comparison to merits. So political party nowadays is full of dirt, is full of problems, is full of loopholes. Lots of problems are there. So we have to understand that these are not taken as a problem. These are taken as a challenge. And challenges can be accepted. So we discussed here that what are the different challenges. So we discussed already that 4 different challenges are there. The first one was use of or role of muscle and money power. Dynastic succession was there. Lack of internal democracy was there. And no meaningful choice before the voters was there. So total 4 different challenges were there. Still, the political parties are doing the same thing. Nothing has been improved so far. The same problem or same challenges is in existence. It is going on. Now, question may again arise that, okay, if the challenges are there, if the problems are there, demerits are there, how we can solve it? What are the possible solutions? So, possible solution is reforms. Reforms in political party. So, we have to understand reforms in political party, how the political parties can be reformed. So, the most important thing that was mentioned was the state funding of election. And for that, a state should arrange fund, and from that particular fund, a money should be allotted to different political parties. And from that money only, the political party should be authorized to contest in the election. Here, transparency will be maintained, and second, black money will not be entertained. That was the biggest advantage of it. After that, as per the instruction of the Supreme Court, the political parties are going to file its affidavit. They are going to declare their property, their any criminal connection, their any criminal background. So they are going to declare it through the affidavit. So it is now mandatory. But even it is there, even the provision is there, but people are actually hiding the truth. After that, moreover, internal democracy, that was the challenge. It should be removed by taking the suggestion through the consultation, through the advice of the active members. And the most important thing was that the political party will have to redefine. They will have to rethink. Because from outside, by using the force, the political party will not change. What is needed? It is the internal reform that is required here. If the political party will think that we'll have to become pure, we'll have to purify ourselves, then only the political parties can remove the dirt from the politics and it can allow the fresh air of honesty to come and blow inside the political party. So reforms are very important, and nowadays more and more reforms are going on. Like you may have heard about the different types of VVPAT mechanism that has been now attached with the EVM machine. Similarly, right to recall has been implemented in panchayats. So if you are not satisfied with your contestants, with your MP or MLA, you can call them back. Meanwhile, even before completing the 5 years of term. So these are the important reforms that are needed in the present time. So this is all about this chapter, and I think you understood this chapter very well. So this is all about this topic. Please write all the question answers that has been already given to you, and please do it exactly as per the instruction. Thank you so much.